Hello, I hope you're doing well. We start with our weekly analysis with DXY and Forex market. If you can remember, I have drawn this rectangle for you on Thursday, and I told you that you can follow this rectangle. Uh, what we saw on Friday was weaker dollar, and if it wants to get weaker, we can see this zone for next week 103. And if not, so we can have another attack toward 104.8. Anyway, if you look at this, uh, you know, DXY, I told you, and I have updated my analysis last week, and I said it is moving in the channel, uptrend, and we have an uptrend. Uh, what I think would be stronger dollar in 2 or 3 months later, and the other currencies, depending on their central banks and their interest rates, uh, can be compared, in comparison with the power of dollar. For next week, I guess we might see this zone again, but very strong reaction to this zone like this. Let me show you. You see this one? Okay, like this. Very strong will happen, and we can have the same when DXY hits this zone. Otherwise, we can see this zone as the next support, but I don't think it can see this zone again. And it is still bullish, and Federal Reserve is gonna decide whether dollar is gonna be more powerful or not. Anyway, uh, this this reaction could happen from this zone to the midline of this channel one more time. This is my prediction. Okay, let's go to euro. For euro, we have very important meeting next week, and central bank of euro is gonna have a meeting. Then we could decide better about their interest rates, and they are going to talk anyway. But we are still in a downtrend for this, and I told you that if DXY gets weaker, we can see these zones one more time, that I think it is probable. At the same time, we have only trading range, and this trading range, when we have breakout of this trading range, let me tell you and update my analysis. I can remove this now and draw the new one for you. Yeah, it's better to be different color because it's a trading range, and maybe this new zone it has made. Whenever we have breakout from either side, we can see the rest of the trend. But I told you, if there is bullish, this zone is the first zone, acts as resistance, and the dynamic resistance it has underway. Otherwise, so we can see it's bearish. These are supports on the way. That's it. Nothing else about euro. We can focus on pound and what we think will happen for next week. For next week, we have the same with euro. I said that we are in a trading range. If there is going to be, breakout of this range, we have a dynamic resistance on the way. Otherwise, this zone acts as support for pound. That's it, nothing new. I told you everything last week. And it is in a trading range, pound. All right, but about USD JPY, we had bearish trend like this, breakout of this zone. I told you it's very important. It was a pullback, and what I think is going to be movement toward the lower line of this channel, and again it can move toward 137 and the upper line of the channel. That's it. About Canadian dollar and USD, I have drawn this dynamic resistance for you, and you see we had a breakout strongly, and in my opinion, CAD can see this zone for the next week, because you know the structure, it is inverse head and shoulder, and I don't know, the breakout happened, and but now if we want to see the zone which acts as resistance for CAD, the only resistance it can, okay, it has some resistance on the way, but this can act as a resistance for CAD because it was kind of historical. I guess it's gonna be broken, pull back and toward this line, but it's not financial advice for anyone. It is just educational purpose. For USD AUD, I have drawn this line, and in time frame 4 hours, let me show you bigger scale. I said that we have something like a trading range. Let me update my chart. At the moment we don't have it and we don't need it. This is a trading range, and I told you that it might be reaction to this zone and again toward this zone anyway, but it couldn't see this zone and somehow the same anyway, but downtrend started, and what you can see is, let me show you in time frame 1 hour. You see that it tried to have pullback but it couldn't, and then it's gonna move toward 1.41 in next week. If there is going to be any big change, I will tell you on my daily analysis on Monday, Tuesday. And I want to tell you something. Some days I do not post my analysis because everything was the same and we had a trading range for market. And whenever there is a big change in any of these items, I try to tell you about my analysis. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and turn the bell on not to miss this analysis. Have a great time, great weekend, and bye.